All right, so for this particular one, I'm going to be talking about different herbs that can affect different parts of your body based off of the book that I have here. It's called Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine. It has 550 herbs and remedies for common alignments, ill, whatever the word is. And it says one of the most common ways of classifying medicinal plants is to identify their actions, for example, whether they are sedative, antiseptic, or diuretic, and the degree to which they affect different body systems. Herbs often have a pronounced action on a particular body system. For example, a plant that is strongly antiseptic in the digestive tract may be less so in the respiratory tract. Examples of how herbs work on the body are given below. So your nervous system. All right. So it says it gives you. Oh, okay. I guess I'm right with this because the way they got it. All right. So this is rosemary. All right. Rosemary works good to support and strengthen the nervous system. It's a relaxant. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I see what it's doing. Okay, so rosemary helps with supporting and strengthening the nervous system. Also in the nervous system, lemon balm is good for relaxing the nervous system. Sedative is mistletoe. Mistletoe is a sedation of the nervous system, if you take that. Reduced nervous activity, which is a stimulant, is cola nut. To increase the nervous system activity, which is a tonic, you use oats. They give the Latin names for it too, but I'm not about to mess that up. Improve nerve function and tone, and help to restore the nervous system in a whole. So it gives you different herbs that support that system, which is, I think, is great. That's good. I think I'm gonna highlight this. That's why I said I need some little stickies, like little tabs to put on here, because I don't want to be flipping back and forth through this book looking for stuff. All right, so for the immune system, how do you pronounce this word? For the immune system, molecules is, I think I'm about to pronounce this wrong. I wish they would not sound it out, but like, anyway, echinacea, ECHINACEA is what the herb is. And I've seen this before. I actually have this herb at home. Not the one that I just said, but this one I'm about to spell because I cannot pronounce it. Is Pudarco? I don't know. But anyway. It encourages the immune system to ward off infection. So those two are immune boosting herbs that you could use. I know there's plenty others, but for right now, these are the only ones that they're listed right here. I'm not going to give you all of them in the front. It's probably more so in the, in the depths of the book. Respiratory system. Antiseptic and antibiotics, garlic helps the lungs resist infection. What is this? Campaign stimulates the coughing up of mucus. So it's a I can never say that word. Whatever. It gets up the cough. It gets up the mucus. What else? Clot's foot soothes irritated membranes. And what else? Vinasca, Visnaga. It relaxes the bronchial muscle. Endocrine glands. It goes over the digestive organs, the skeletal system, the urinary system. It even tells you about clearing toxicity, complex natural medicines, digestion, respiration, and circulation, nervous, endocrine, and immune system. Like it goes over a lot of stuff. Active, constitutes. I can't. You know what? I can't read today. It has lemon. What is this? Tantanines? Whatever. Celery. Blackberries. A lot of this stuff I can't pronounce. But yeah. I like this book too. I haven't really been into this book that much, like I said, because I've been in the other one. It says buying herbal medicine. What you should look for when buying. Oh yeah, that other book tells you that too. It tells you about when you're buying them. When you buy them, you're supposed to base it off of how you would buy like fresh vegetables from the grocery store. If it doesn't look like it's fresh, don't get it. It even talks about dried herbs and herbs that aren't dried, like when making I think, was it honey? When making something, I forgot. You have to make sure that you use dried herbs. You could use the other herbs, but it has too much water content in it, so it'll create mold and stuff like that when you top it off. What else? It goes, and this is what I like about this book. It goes into the origin of the herbs and like what cultures use them the most. Like right here, this is a picture of a Hindu god who oversees health and traditionally thought to live under the bell tree, an important medicinal plant in India. So I don't know who drew that, but that's what that is. That's what that looks like. That's the person. Yeah. Like I said, it goes to each not religion, but you know, and it even has or talks about some of the this is 6 It just talks about medicine, basically, and how it has come thus far based off of natural things that people used in the past and why most of the medicine now. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. In the other book, it does say that she didn't mention that the side effects from the medicines aren't necessarily side effects. They are actually effects from the medicine. So basically, it's not a side effect. It's the actual effect of the medicine. So, you know, this is something to think about. There is no such thing as a side effect. It's the actual effect of the medicine itself. So, because naturally, a lot of those medicines are made with, what's the word that I'm looking for? Lately, I have not been able to get my words together. It's a lot of, not organic, not foreign, a lot of material that, like, medicines are made up of synthetic. There's a lot of synthetic material that medicines are made up of, and those things are what cause the side effects. Because originally medicine came from herbs. You know, that's the origin of actual medicine. And medicine is basically a science. well, the medicine now these days are science. They're not traditionally made anymore. It's more like manufactured. So we talk about deadly cures. It's a lot of stuff. Herbalism, outlawed. And see, and this particularly tells you when they started to outlaw herbalism. Well, not outlaw it, but pretty much. I'm not even going to say what it says. I'm just going to read it. In Europe, conventional medicine was seeking to establish a monopoly for its own type of practice. In 1858, the British Parliament was asked to impose legislation banning the practice of medicine by anyone who had not been trained in conventional medical school. Fortunately, this proposal was rejected, but in countries such as France, Spain, Italy, and some other states of the United States, it became legal to practice herbal medicine without an orthodox qualification. Herbalists were forced to risk fines or imprisonment simply by providing herbal medicine to patients who had sought their help. In Britain, concerns such as these, combined with a desire to establish Western herbal medicine as an alternative to conventional practices, particularly in the industrial cities of the north of England, led to the formation in 1864 of the National Institute of Medical Herbalists, the first professional body of herbal practitioners in the world. Its history is an example of new herbal practitioners. Its history is an example of how herbal practitioners have had to be simple to retain their right to give safe, gentle, and effective herbal medicines to their patients. So basically, they tried to, but even today, like, if I were to publicly, not even publicly, like, just like Dr. Sabi, same thing. Same thing. Just look at Dr. Sabi. Prime example. Dr. Sabi. Prime example of what that just said. What else? I'm not trying to make this video long. The Chinese example. Now, a lot of countries still practice traditional herbal medicine and stuff like that, even in the United States. And a lot of countries have to because they don't have the funds to go and go to the drugstore and get a pill. They have to go to a shaman or what they call a witch doctor. Excuse me. And just know that everything they taught you that was bad is the opposite. It's the very opposite. Especially like it's all on how it's all on your perception of it. All right, so part of the body, it even looks at medicine in relation to the earth. Watch this. Look at that. See how I break down? That's crazy. Everything is connected. Everything living is connected to this. Earth, air, water, and fire. Moist, hot, dry, cold. Spleen. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, you don't know what you be tapping into when you be trying to further yourself as far as education goes. Because school ain't gonna teach you this shit. You have to teach yourself. School will teach you some of it, but they ain't gonna have to teach you all of it. They teach you what they want you to know. You have to expand your mind and figure out what you want to know. There's so much in this book, but I'm not going to go on and on and on. Because like I said, I haven't really read this book yet. I was reading the other book more so than this one, but now I'm about to jump into this one because this one is really interesting. Like, what is this? It says practitioners prescribe herbal remedies on the basis of their attributes. Warm and cold are but two of them. Key preparations and their usage. Yeah, everything in these books are the same as the other one. Alright, so that's all. I just wanted to jump on here and share that with you guys. And I just made the video. It's probably going to be about 18 minutes long, but yeah. Oh, it even has this, oh, that's a seed. I thought that was that plant. Horse chestnut. That's a weird looking plant. You can make tablets, lotion. This one is a more hard breakdown of different aspects of a plant and what you can do with it. And its usage and the cultivation of it. And yeah, the parts that you can use and the parts that you shouldn't use. And I also think this one even goes into like hallucinogenic herbs and, you know, all that stuff. I'm not sure, but I'm not 100% sure, but I, you know, based off the fact it's 550 herbs in here, I'm sure some of those, yeah, I just seen something that said mugwort, butternut, jasmine, wintergreen. Okay, so the back of the book, I don't know, I guess some of them, I guess they go into the back of the book as he gets more and more into the book, or she, whoever published this book, gets into the back of the book. They kind of just start naming a whole bunch of them. Yeah, but yeah. Lance. Who is that? What is the Native American medicine man? Okay, so this is the shaman right here. I just said something about the shaman. The Native American medicine man performing a healing ritual intended to drive out evil spirits, as depicted by the 19th century artist George Cantlin. Well, I guess I can show that. See how I look? Well, that's the name of the book. And that is all. Just want to jump on here and do a really quick introduction to what I'm currently pursuing. I plan on starting some herbal. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more of this, because in the future this is going to be very relevant, because everything's becoming AI. Doctors won't be really doctors anymore, things of that nature. You need to believe me, or you don't. It's totally up to you, but yeah. Alright, that's about it. Thanks for watching.